Well, hello, Paula and Greg and Jason and everybody else at Equal and Philadelphia Cream Cheese and all of those that I don't even know that are working so hard behind the scenes for all this. It's certainly nice to be able to share a little bit with y'all this afternoon. This is my video, a little bit all about me. My name is Judy, and I'm called Star, S-T-A-R-R, in the YouTube videos, and that's because my last name is Starrett, and friends call me Star, S-T-A-R-R, because I'm the baker, or I'm the one who brings the snacks to all of our events. I live in Raleigh, and I have been married to my high school sweetheart for 32 years. Did one of my recipes for our anniversary celebration. I have two children. They're in their mid-20s, a son and a daughter, and they also live here in Raleigh. Like many of us, my love for cooking and baking came from my grandparents. My grandmother and grandfather on my mother's side, my Granny Hart and Granddaddy Hart, lived with us when I was growing up. And then my father's mother, my ball, lived right next door with my aunt, uncle, and cousins. So it was a tight-knit family, so to speak, with everybody just a blink away. My brother was 10 and my sister was 9 when I was born, so I was a late bloomer. So while everybody was at work and at school, I had the opportunity to spend time with my grandmothers, so I learned to bake cakes and breads and pies with my Granny Hart every day. I was making biscuits when I was 4 years old. It was wonderful. And then with my ball, she cooked full course meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. And so I learned that the coffee that she perked early in the morning had a little place to go in all the foods that she cooked for the rest of the day, so nothing ever went to waste. So that was just a wonderful experience too. Then when about the time I was 8 or 9, I had to take those skills that they had given me and take them on for the rest of my life, so I cherish those early memories of having had those with my grandparents. I have never really been in front of a video very much. I did a little modeling when I was in high school for some local stores where I worked, so I was used to that, but not really talking and cooking on a certain little time frame like we're doing. So this has been a whole new experience for me. I have felt like I've been on a first date many times and having to keep the conversation going because you don't ever want any silence on those first dates, because then it's like, oh, she's boring or he's boring. So that's what this experience has been like a little bit to me. I believe that women naturally are givers, and those of us who love to cook and love to share our foods are definitely givers, because we know that it makes people happy and it makes us happy. So I have enjoyed that immensely, and getting to know there's so many other ladies out there who are just like we are. And Paula, thank you. You are the one who has made this really come to be. We all love you, or we wouldn't be doing this. I know watching you on all of your shows and your Paula's Party has been wonderful. And I found out about this contest simply by watching it on The View. The day that you were on there, I was out job searching and I recorded it, and that night when I watched it and I saw you with Whoopi and Sherry and then talking about this opportunity that was coming up with the Philadelphia cream cheese and the opportunity of coming to Savannah, I thought, oh my goodness. And you said go to pauladean.com, and I did that night and found out about this. So it was quite by accident. I feel like it was a great thing. It was a blessing I recorded it that day, because this has been so much fun and very rewarding. I would say that 2009 for me was not a year that I would like to relive anytime. And so I've really needed something in 2010 to turn my life around and to give me new avenues to go down. And so that's what this has done. In 2009, I started out in January, I lost my mother to lung cancer. And in June, 6 months later, my aunt, who was the only other adult from my mother's generation still in our family alive, she passed away. And then the end of June, my job was terminated due to funding. So the first part of '09 was not a happy time. About 2 years ago, my husband and I, stopped in Savannah when we were traveling home from Florida to eat at the Lady and Sons, and at that time your restaurant was under renovation, so of course it was closed. Then last July we were coming back from Florida, and my husband knew that I needed to stop by and be someplace happy where I could try something new, and so he said, let's stop at the Lady and Sons and maybe Paula will be there. So we did that, and Savannah was under some sort of construction where they're tearing up the streets and rerouting. So our GPS led us around kind of a roundabout way to get to where the Lady and Sons restaurant was, and there were barricades up, and somehow we came to the back side. I'm not really sure how, but we did, and I saw where you have your shop at the back, this Paula shop, your Paula Deen store. So we couldn't ever find any place to park, so we couldn't stay. So I've tried twice, but we are going to stop in there again because I can't hardly wait to eat some of your food. Watching you cook just brings back all my southern thoughts and dreams of years past, and I know years to come, and I want to be able to pass this on to my children. So I really want to taste your food once so I can see if it's similar to what I cook here at my house. Dishes that I've cooked so far have been, let's see, I did the vegetable side dish with the stuffed peppers. That was really good. I'll tell you the blooper about that in a minute. The other was, let's see, I've done the carrot cupcakes where I took the carrot strips and made little bows on top of them. I did the bourbon pork chops. I did the Company's Coming for Dinner chicken with stuffing. Let's see, I've done the funnel cakes for dessert. So I've done several of them that I absolutely enjoyed, and all of them I've done, I have made in the past, or I've made similar versions of them and changed them a little bit to go with the Philadelphia cream cheese. And speaking of Philadelphia cream cheese, it has been in my family for years. I can remember my Granny Hart using Philadelphia cream cheese to bake, especially her pound cakes years ago, and I still use it to this day. So it has been in our family and used at our table through all holidays forever. So it has been a staple that I will say there's a few you do need to keep, and that is certainly one of them in your kitchen. Let's see. The other thing that I will tell you about me is, yes, of course, I do want to win this contest, and I'm trying my best to do everything I need to do and follow the rules to get there, because I would love nothing more, Paula, than to be able to just sit down, have iced tea with you and any of the other ladies, and just share stories and memories and enjoy some good food together. To me, that would just be the icing on the cake. So I am looking forward to coming to Savannah, and I'm looking forward to meeting some of the other ladies, and I want to thank all of those ladies that I've been able to communicate with so far. I'm still trying to work on some more to get in there to know some other ladies, because this has been so much fun to feel the positive energy. It's truly the work of goodness that you feel coming into you, and that you want to give back and you want to share, because this is a wonderful experience. And I hope something like this can continue in the future, because I do think that there are a lot of us out there who are just waiting to be tapped. And thank you, Paula, for seeing the need to pay forward the wonderful opportunities that you have had. You worked for them, you kept persevering, and now they're there for you. And I certainly hope that will happen for me and for many of the other ladies that I see out there that are really wanting this as well. So all I can say is, I always say cheers for now at the end of my videos, because I don't like to say goodbye, especially after things that happened here in 2009. And I remember Carol Burnett used to always pull her ear when she would say goodnight on her comedy show years ago. So that's why I do my cheers for now. That's a little special something from my heart to each of you ladies. So what I'd like to say with you now is, I've got my appetizer things together. I've got my little spreadsheet ready. I keep a spreadsheet of what I've cooked, what I wore, what the flowers were that I had out, so that I can keep myself going. And I'm going to say, go Savannah. I'm looking so much for it coming up soon. And ladies, cheers for now.